Hey everybody, it is April hit and miss time today. I have too much nail polish, but that's probably the same every month. I have some stuff that I've had for a while, but I haven't really used, so I used it this month. No particular reason why I used it this month, and I thought I'd tell you about it. So, first thing is something that I've had for a while, I just haven't put it in my favorites or hit and misses, and I should have because I have two of them. It is the Goody Tangle Teasers, and they actually do get tangles out of really long, thick, tangle prone hair. It does hurt a little bit, but if you just use really light strokes and don't really dig into your hair, it'll get the tangles out very easily. Even with the help of a detangling spray or whatever you use. You can use it wet and dry, doesn't matter. Something that's supposed to work on thick, tangly hair is this Conair brush. It has final bristles over here and big bristles over here. It doesn't really help, like after the shower to detangle your hair. I think you can use when your hair is dry, but when I get out of the shower, I want to get all the tangles out immediately so that it can dry properly and it doesn't dry with those tangles in it. So I suggest investing a little bit more money in getting the Tangle Teaser. You can get them in all kinds of colors. Of course, the one that I bought first had leopard print on it because I love leopard print. Last hair thing is Garnier Sleek and Shine Sleek Finish 5-in-1 Serum Spray. I used this a couple days ago. I did like fishtail braids, and you can tell the difference in the braids. I'll put in a picture here. I did one braid without the spray and one with the spray. I just forgot to put it on the first braid, but you can definitely tell a difference in the braids because you don't get those flyaways and your hair's shiny, easy to style and manage, and it has argan oil in it too, which is the big thing nowadays. Body products, because I got sunburned this month, so I needed to use this Hawaiian Tropic After Sun Moisturizer. I think I talked about this in the What Is in My Beach Bag video. Just wanted to reiterate how much I like it, how much it helped my skin. I didn't peel all that bad. Side note is they're a cruelty-free company, and when I did start to peel, I used this Tree Nut Shea Sugar Scrub in Almond and Honey, another cruelty-free brand, and I liked it because it smelled really good, it made my skin feel good, it didn't irritate my skin with the scrubby bits, which were sugar, so they will dissolve in your bathtub so you don't get all those little bits in the bottom of your tub. Let's move on to cosmetics, because that is what all for you that subscribe to me are here for. So let's move on to cosmetics, because that's the fun part, right? Now, I think it was so let's move on to cosmetics. The first product is one that I've had a different color in, and it was the NYC City Proof Twistable Lip Color in Pinks Lip Color. And I had the Canal Street Coral, which I've lost since then. Kind of upset about it. I think it's when I got a hole in my purse. This is the South Fairy Berry. I think they've changed the packaging just slightly because I think it's a little bit longer than it was. And the product itself isn't as soft, which is a good thing because it was a little too soft before. As you can see, it's very pigmented. Another color I have swatched on my hand is the NYX lipstick in Talia. It's a nice, pinky mauve color. I think it looks kind of professional and grown up, as opposed to all the really bright lips that I like to do, or really dark lips as well. Now, something with no color in it is this little Batman lip balm that I picked up at Hot Topic. It's not a hit or a miss, it's just kind of down the road. It's supposed to be lemon scented, but the lemon scent doesn't really last very long in it. It moisturizes my lips and doesn't irritate my lips, doesn't really feel greasy either. Now, one thing that I'm surprised I actually like this as much is the Almay lip balm in Just Plum Good. Now, it's not hugely pigmented, just gives a nice wash of color. It smells nice, doesn't have a really strong scent to it, unlike the NYX butter gloss, which I don't mind the NYX butter gloss kind of vanilla scent to it. It is a very similar product. This is just like kind of more grown-up version of it. It's not as pigmented. Now, since I was talking about, let's get to the NYX butter gloss in Cherry Pie. This is a bit more pigmented. Both of the gloss bombs are very moisturizing. They last a pretty good time. They are just glosses, so they don't last a huge amount of time. Now that's all for lips. Let's get to eye colors. I picked up this little Wet n Wild palette in Trio. It's a trio. In No Scalpers Allowed. It's part of their limited editions, and I really like this purple color in here. Of course, Wet n Wild, very nice product, good pigmentation, lasts a long time. Kind of like this little color icon I got in Brulee, and it's just kind of an everyday vanilla color, you could say. Another color that I like to use like every day is the Hard Candy Single and Loving It eyeshadow in Oink. And all the colors in here kind of blend together to do just like a nice neutral everyday tone. Now something that's not everyday is NYC Sparkle Eye Dust in Amber Blitz. It's an interesting application because it's powder, but it has this little doe foot applicator. And what I like to do is just put a little bit on my eyelid and then blend it out with a fluffy blending brush. And it looks really nice, it lasts a long time, and it takes just a little bit of practice to get used to the powder application of it. Now this, I got free actually, because it's on clearance for $1 and I had $1 off CoverGirl products. It's the Shadow Blast, Smoky Shadow Blast in, it doesn't say, but it's the one with gold on one end and green on the other. It lasts a pretty long time, just you have to get used to the application process of it and it falling out like it just did. That was fun. Deal with that later. I haven't really worn this a lot, but when I did, it lasted pretty well. It didn't really crease. Like some cream eyeshadows, like this Revlon one. This was actually my mom's, and she gave it to me because she didn't wear makeup. It goes on pretty nice. The pigmentation, once you kind of spread it out, isn't great, and it does crease. But it does have nice colors in it. It's kind of a middle-of-the-road product. The last product is not an eye product. It is actually a face product, and it's the Physicians Formula Blemish RX Blemish Healing Concealer. It's kind of a scary little packaging. And what you do is you click this in, and the product comes up through the top, and it is a green-based concealer for blemishes, and it has salicylic acid in it, so it will help heal the blemishes as well. And that's what a small application of it looks like. So the finale, as always, is too many nail products. We'll start off with the color I'm wearing today. It is from Hot Topic. It is the Black Heart Beauty line in Dark Mint. It went on great with like 2 or 3 coats, but it does start to wear pretty badly after about 3 days. And another product went on with 1 coat, but wore after 3 days, is the Mint Sprint from Sally Hansen. It's the Insta-Dry line. And since I said I did accent nails, let's get to the glitters. The first one is Fantasy, and I did just like a little accent nail with this, and used about 4 or 5 coats with this one. All these glitters I did like 4 or 5 coats, and if you just want a glitter top coat, 1 or 2 coats will be fine. And I have the Dream Sequence, which is kind of a rose gold, and then Scenic, Black Sheep Lacquer, Nuclear Unicorn. I use about 5 coats of this, and it wore pretty well for like 5 days, I think. Very glittery. Flower Beauty in Don't Be a Wallflower. It's this nice brown, and I've never used this. This is Drew Barrymore's line at Walmart. One coat lasted very nicely for a whole week. Probably picking up some more from this line. Finger paints from Sally Beauty Supply in Rockin' Gunmetal. It is a very nice gunmetal. It is textured. It doesn't say anywhere on the packaging that it's textured. And I don't really like textured nail polishes just because they feel kind of like they're snagging on everything. It really, it's one of those things that just kind of irks me. Blazing Blue from Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. This went on with one coat and wore nicely. Part of the reason it probably wore nicely is because I wore this mermaid's tail with 2 coats on top of it. It is more of a glitter top coat than just a regular nail polish. Probably if you used 3 or 4 coats with this, it'll cover your nails. I used it over color to get a nice distribution of the little kind of sequins in there. Down to the last 3. Black Sheep Blackheart and Vampire Girl. It's kind of a glittery pinkish red, and it went on with 2 coats, and I put it on my toenails about 2 weeks ago, and there's barely any wear on them. Maybelline Color Show Brocades in Lavishy Lilac. This went on with 2 coats, and it's kind of cool looking because in some light it looks purple, some lights it looks gold, but it chipped pretty badly after like 2 or 3 days. And another one, I wasn't crazy about this. It's the Maybelline Color Show Vintage Leather in Antique Teal, and it has little speckles in it. I think it's supposed to give it kind of a texture, kind of, I guess, leather texture since that's what it's called. But it just made the application kind of weird because the speckles aren't like uniform in there, and it's just kind of a matte nail polish. And this one chipped pretty bad too after about 3 days. I don't think I'm doing anything differently with my nails to make them chip so bad. So that's all for August. Pretty much all hits and very little misses except for the nail polish that chipped. That's a little small detail. Let's see what September has in store for us, and thank you for watching.